Most people think they'd know if their dog was stressed. But here's the scary part. A lot of stressed dogs don't look dramatic at all. They look normal, quiet, even well-behaved, and that's exactly why owners miss it. In this video, I'll show you 7 stress signs your dog may be showing right now that most owners completely ignore. Once you see these, you'll understand your dog on a much deeper level, and you may catch a problem before it turns into fear, shutdown, or even aggression. Let's start with one that surprises almost everyone. A dog can be stressed even when they're doing absolutely nothing. No barking, no growling, no running away, just stillness, and that stillness can be one of the loudest signals your dog gives. Number 1, lip licking when there's no food. You've probably seen this before. You lean toward your dog, pick them up, hug them, or point a phone at their face, and they do a quick little tongue flick. Most owners think it's nothing, but very often, that tiny lip lick is your dog trying to calm themselves down. It can mean, I'm uncomfortable. It can mean, please slow down. It can even mean, I don't want this right now. The emotional part is this. Your dog may be trying to communicate politely, and nobody listens because the signal is so small. And when soft signals keep getting ignored, dogs often move to louder ones. So if your dog licks their lips in certain moments, don't brush it off. Ask yourself, what just happened right before that? That question changes everything. Number 2, yawning when they're not tired. This one gets missed all the time. A lot of dogs yawn during stressful moments, not sleepy ones. Maybe guests just came over. Maybe you're putting on the leash. Maybe you're asking for something and your dog freezes for a second, then yawns. That yawn can be emotional pressure leaving the body. It's your dog saying, this feels like a lot. And because yawning looks harmless, owners usually don't stop to think about it. But imagine your dog is trying to release tension while everyone around them thinks they're relaxed. That disconnect matters, because the dog is feeling one thing and the human is reading another. And when that gap gets bigger, trust gets weaker. Number 3, turning their head away. This one is so quiet that most people never notice it. You go to pet your dog, someone leans over them, a child gets too close, and your dog turns their head away. Not snapping, not growling, just looking away. That can be a stress signal. Dogs often turn away to avoid conflict. It's a peaceful move, a way of saying, I'm not looking for trouble, please don't push this. But a lot of humans see that and keep going. They move closer, they pet harder, they laugh and say, oh, he's shy. No, sometimes he's uncomfortable. And the sad part is, many dogs learn that being polite doesn't work. So what happens next if politeness fails? That's where problems begin. Number 4, suddenly scratching or sniffing the ground. This looks random, but it often isn't. Have you ever seen a dog get uncomfortable and then suddenly scratch their neck, start sniffing the floor, or act weirdly distracted? It can look like nothing, but sometimes it's displacement behavior. Your dog is feeling pressure and doing something else to cope. It's like their body says, I don't know what to do with this feeling, so let me scratch, sniff, or shift away. This happens a lot during training, tense greetings, vet visits, or unfamiliar situations. And this is important because owners often misread it as stubbornness. They think, my dog is ignoring me. But your dog may not be ignoring you at all. They may be stressed and trying to regulate themselves. That's a very different story. And now we're getting into the signs that are more serious. Because number 5 is where stress stops being subtle and starts affecting your dog's whole emotional state. If your dog does the next one often, don't ignore it. Number 5, freezing or becoming very still. This is one of the most misunderstood signs. A dog that suddenly freezes is not always calm. Sometimes they're overwhelmed. Maybe you touch a sensitive area. Maybe another dog gets too close. Maybe a stranger reaches over their head, and suddenly your dog goes still. A lot of owners think, see, he's fine, he's not reacting. But stillness can mean the exact opposite. It can mean your dog is holding everything in. That's what makes it serious. Because when stress builds in silence, it can explode without warning. Not because the dog is bad, because the dog has run out of safer ways to cope. That's why people say things like, he bit out of nowhere. But for the dog, it was never out of nowhere. The signals were there. They were just quiet. Number 6, whale eye. When you see the whites of the eyes. This sign is powerful once you learn it. Whale eye is when your dog turns their head, but you can still see the whites of their eyes. It often happens when a dog feels trapped, pressured, guarded, or uneasy. For example, maybe you're taking away a toy. Maybe someone is hugging them. Maybe they're on a couch and don't want to be crowded. Their body says one thing, their eyes say everything. And this is where stress becomes emotional for the owner too, because many people realise they've seen this look before and didn't know what it meant. That moment hits hard, because your dog may have been asking for space all along, and nobody around them understood the language. Picture this. Your dog is sitting beside you, quiet, no sound, no mess, no drama. You think, good, he's calm. But then you notice the lip lick, the head turn, the still body, the eyes, and suddenly you realise your dog wasn't relaxed. He was coping. That changes how you see everything. Number 7. A tucked tail or low body posture. A lot of people think stress only means shaking or panicking, but for many dogs, stress looks smaller than that. A lowered body, a tucked tail, ears back, a soft, compressed posture. It's the body trying to look less threatening, less visible, less involved. Your dog may be saying, I don't feel safe here, and this can happen in places owners think should be fun, at the park, at family gatherings, during grooming, even at home if the environment feels too loud or unpredictable. That's why this sign matters so much, because sometimes the dog isn't misbehaving, they're just overwhelmed in silence. And the longer a dog lives in that state, the more their confidence starts to shrink. Here's the truth. These signs are not random habits. They're not your dog being weird. They're not things to laugh off. They are communication. Your dog is constantly telling you how they feel. The question is, are you seeing it early enough? Because when you notice stress early, you can slow down, create space, reduce pressure, and build trust. And trust is everything. Not tricks, not obedience, not looking perfect in public. Trust. A dog that feels safe with you learns better, listens better, and lives better. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for your dog is not to ask for more, but to notice more. The tiny pause, the turned head, the yawn, the eyes, the silence. Those small moments may be your dog saying, I'm trying, please understand me, and once you start seeing those signs, you can't unsee them. Your dog may have been speaking to you this whole time softly. Now you know how to hear it.